So I'm going to do a quick little video on our brand new board we picked up today along the McQuaid's in Victoria. And this is the brand new Mackie ProFX22. It's a great live board and has a number of features that we were after. Just to let you know what we currently have and why we've decided to go with this mixer. So my son plays in a small 4-piece band. This is the current mixer we're using right now, which is a great mixer. This is the Mackie ProFX1620i, so it's a Firewire. I was a little naive when we first bought it, not that I didn't know what we're getting into as far as quality, because Mackie makes great boards. But this particular one has 8 XLR inputs for mics, a total of 16 inputs altogether, but only 8 of them are XLR. Has no effects, other than some other key features on it. It's a great board, and it is Firewire, and it's what we currently use for recording. But because it doesn't have any of the effects or any of the compression, we had to buy a whole bunch of gear on top of this. So on top of the Onyx board, we've gone out and put a rack together. I've already sold the firmament on top, but it's got a the TC Electronic M300 digital effects rack on top. We've got a DBX compressor, the 166XL, and we've got an EQ for the mains and an EQ for the monitors. Now this has been a great rack, but obviously it gets a little bulky to pack around, even though we got this great case. So what we're doing is we're replacing all of this gear with this one board. So again, getting back to this is the new Mackie ProFX22. Just going to do a little unpacking and show you what we got. Just got her unpacked. Now, I kind of mentioned before, we're also using a Mackie Onyx 1620i, which is a Firewire board. It only has 8 XLR inputs, even though it's a 16 inputs. Only 8 of them are XLR, and they're great for recording because it's Firewire. Great board, no effects. This particular board is what we bought initially for doing live work, which we're going to try it out tomorrow. It's got a total of 16 XLR mic inputs, low noise, high headroom Mackie inputs, and they're great. It's a total of 22, so you got a number of stereo inputs as well. All of these, as you can see over here, can have phantom power. Right there, you just throw the phantom power switch on if you need phantom power. Your typical Mackie EQs, which are great, got a sweepable mid on them for each channel. Total of 3 aux sends, 2 of them aux sends, and 1 of them is an effects send as well. 60 mil sliders for each channel, and what is really nice about this particular one over our Onyx board is you can assign any channel to 1 and 2 to your bus 1 and 2, or bus 3 and 4 right there, or left and right. So that allows us your 4 buses here. So for us, for our particular, my son's band anyhow, we can mic up all the drums and send them to 2 of the channels here and control the drums as all the mics for the drums, and control them on these 2 buses right here. Now what I really like about this particular board right here is that on 4 of the channels they have 1-knob compressors. Now this has allowed us to get rid of our entire rack, which I'm no pro on, but we definitely have. We had to buy a compressor for our main vocalist and for our kick. So now we've got 4 feeds that we can run. So we could run our drums, our kick drum, and our snare if we wanted to. Lead vocalist, maybe even our bass can run through here. So again, it's got 4 channels that have compressors on them. It's got a EQ right there, but it's also got built-in effects. Now, the effects that Mackie use, which is right here, a lot of boards have like 99 or 100 different effects. Mackie on this particular board is what they call the Running Man, or RMFX, Running Man effects, and it has 16 different effects. I'll kind of get a close-up of them there. Now, these are pretty much standard effects that most bands would use for different shows. It's got your echoes, your reverbs, your chorus, and a combination of them. So there's not a lot of real fancy stuff that you'll probably never use. I mean, chances are if you had a 99 effects, you'd probably only use 3 or 4 of them. So they've really cut it down to ones that are useful for most bands. What else do we have here? Yeah, the key, we bought this board because we wanted to replace, well, we actually wanted to replace our rack that we've got of all our gear here, so we don't have to pack that around, and our board that didn't have enough XLR input. So that was our main objective of buying this board. But one thing we found out, or one thing that we really like, not only is the board really well built, it's really slim, but if we go around the back here, it has a USB input. Now this is allowing us to actually hook this right up to our computer, and we're running Mac computers. We can hook this up to our Mac computer, our laptop. We can record a live show directly on our laptop, and Mackie does come with its own program, so you can, a recording program. We're happen to be using Logic that we use. So this one we can plug directly in and we can record a live show. We can take a feed off iTunes and play it back through the mixer through our mains for songs in between sets. So it's a really versatile mixer. Now we picked this up at Long & McQuaid's in Victoria just after Christmas here for about 650 bucks Canadian. So not a lot of money for a great board. Really looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to have the band over and fire it up and see what we can do with it. Okay.